Good evening, Bahamas. Coming up tonight, the House Speaker responds to criticism over his treatment of Rollins. Is the battle for F&M leader about race and class? One scholar is on the quest for even higher education, and a new Miss World Bahamas to be crowned tonight. Welcome to our news. I'm Kyle Joaquin. Thanks for joining us. Topping news tonight, House of Assembly Speaker Dr. Kendall Major is shooting down claims he was overzealous when he kicked Fort Charlotte MP Dr. Andrew Rollins out of the House of Assembly just over a week ago. Jasmine Brown has the details in this report.
Dr. Major has come under heavy criticism from members of the opposition who called his decision to briefly suspend Dr. Rollins unfair. The House Speaker is calling their comments unfortunate.
I thought the response that was quite unfortunate. However, I'm just going to leave that there for now and focus on moving forward until we get back to the House of Assembly.
Major adds that he will not be deterred and will continue to carry out his role effectively and impartially.
I will just promise the public that I'm going to do my best to keep order in that House until such time as the House is dissolved, and that's my responsibility, and I'll continue to do that, and that's on both sides.
Among those who have criticized Major is Deputy Leader of the Free National Movement, Peter Turnquest, who called the decision to suspend Rollins from the House of Assembly earlier this month an overzealous move that may have been more reflective of a contentious relationship. Rollins was suspended after he refused to give way to the Speaker's request for him to take a seat. The Fort Charlotte MP was attempting to be recognized on a point of order to respond to Marathon MP Jerome Fitzgerald, who had just wrapped up debate on the University of the Bahamas bill. Major says after having to hand down many rulings over the past 4 years, the criticism is nothing new.
It comes with the territory as Speaker that every time you make a rule, there's some that are agreement and then there's some that are disagreeable. And so I understand the controversy regarding every rule I make. But I try to go through each, I'm a person, and I go through each situation systematically, and ultimately I have to bring my personality and my integrity to behind every decision I make. And so because of the fact that I put my integrity on the line and my character, I'm able to live with the criticisms. And so I handle it. No one likes a lot of criticism, but we deal with it because it comes with the office. I think it's important to be decisive. I think it's important to show leadership. And I think it's important that the entire House always maintains the level of decorum that it should. Now, unfortunately, we've had certain situations that get out of hand from time to time. But for the most part, it is my integrity on the line, and I just try to bring that to the office.
Reporting for our news, I'm Jasmine Brown.
Thanks, Jasmine. Well, Prime Minister Perry Christie's assertion that he's the glue holding the PLP together and many young members of government have asked him to stay on as leader of the party is absurd, according to F&M Senator Dr. Dwayne Sands. Dana Smith has that.
Sands suggested he agrees with former PLP MP Philip Galanis' assertion that Christie's latest comments show he's delusional. Sands says he doesn't see how the Prime Minister could have made such claims.
I believe that the smoke from the landfill has drifted over Cable Beach, and it is probably, I have no idea how he could make such an absurd statement.
As a guest on KISS FM radio talk show Ed Fields Live, Christie said he provides stability to the governing party, adding that young members of his government have asked him to stay on as leader. But Sands said he has his doubts about that.
I doubt seriously that there are young PLPs even left in the party. Most of them have gone over to the Free National Movement or have expressed an interest not to continue in politics. The new generation PLP for the most part, has been decimated.
Sands asserted that despite their political differences, there is one thing that everyone can agree on.
Certainly, the one thing that all Bahamians are united behind is the view that Perry Christie has outlived his time as Prime Minister.
Galanis recently said Christie is a drag on the PLP and he must be delusional if he believes he's the glue keeping the party together. Sands said Galanis only gave the F&M ammunition for the next general election.
I was pleased to see the person who made it possible for the Right Honorable Perry Christie to become Prime Minister to now say that he believes he is delusional. Well, that's effective ammunition, and trust me, in the 2017 campaign, we're going to use it over and over and over again. Sound bites of Phil Galana saying that Perry Christie is delusional.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Dana Smith.
Thanks, Dana. Well, while many young men and women are out enjoying the summer months on the beach, one young man is hard at work trying to make his dreams a reality. His name is Liam Davis. He's 22 and is on a quest to earn his master's degree.
So I'm planning to pursue my master's in accounting at Wake Forest University in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And I selected this program because they have the #1 CPA pass rate at 100% for the first time.
Just months after being named one of 3 class valedictorians at Morehouse College in Atlanta, Liam has set a new goal. He's now in pursuit of his master's degree while still a relatively young man. He's taken life by the horns and has committed to seizing every opportunity.
Because I realized that I have to enjoy the moments that I do have, because so many things are happening. And just realizing that I have so much to offer, and realizing that I should never be silenced and being outspoken in every opportunity.
The average 22-year-old views the world a bit differently, but for Liam, service and national development are what's important.
Education is pretty much a root cause of a lot of our issues, and that's just my personal opinion. If you have a nation that isn't educated and pretty much illiterate, how do you expect them to even fulfill or even have the GDP growth that we expect? And I've read in certain reports that we need 5.5% of GDP growth over the next pretty much 5 years in order to meet our projected growth and just the standard of life that we are expected to maintain. And that's not being done. And other things are being focused on in terms of let's address crime. But we have a root problem of education not being at the world standard. I feel like that's something that I would definitely be focused on and bringing in educational reform. So, yeah.
This summer was the first that Liam has had working within a corporate environment, as he's spending it working with Kiki Varakis and co. And then there's the brain drain, where the sharpest minds leave the country with no plans of returning.
We have so many persons abroad gaining the skills and gaining that exposure, but not necessarily contributing it back here. This is where the foundation is set, and we need those people. Various levels and various academic disciplines, we need them all here in order to contribute to the greater good. So I just realized that I'd be needed here. Even if I'm not physically here, I still would like to just be able to contribute and pass on my skills.
Despite all his success thus far, Liam is a humble guy, well-spoken and determined to get his master's and return home. But here's how you can help make that dream a reality. A GoFundMe page in the name of Liam Davis that's accessible through his Facebook page.
Liam Davis GoFundMe is actually, I think it's pretty much all over Facebook. Liam Davis is my personal Facebook account, and it's linked to there. And as well as Liam Davis's Graduate School Fund. If you just type that in on actual GoFundMe or even Google itself, it should pop up. Pretty much just a website link, and you can click on and just donate any amount. And you can write a personal message, and that's something that's personal to me because I'm able to read each and every one of those. And after the fund account is actually whatever limit is set or goal, you can reach it, or even if not, any amount is appreciated. So once I see that donation there, I can send a personal note, thank you, and I can withdraw the money from there at my desired time.
Liam says he wants to serve the country at the highest level possible and enjoys the finance and real estate industries. He credits his drive and determination for success in part to his siblings, better known as the Davis Sibs.
Pretty much everyone expects the greatest from the Davis Sibs, as we call ourselves. And I just don't understand how all of us have been able to accomplish such things. But I'm just proud to be a part of such a bunch, to be honest with you.
Well, in less than an hour, 9 beauties will hit the stage in hopes of becoming the next Miss World Bahamas. It culminates weeks of tough preliminaries, including swimsuit and evening gown. For the first time, you'll be able to catch it live on pay-per-view. Viewers will also have the chance of saving one woman using the Miss Bahamas app if she is on the chopping board. The show gets started at 8, and if you can't make it out, will be available live on pay-per-view right here on Rev TV.